Hi everyone, Lee Magpie here, and today I've got something Jurassic World related, and this is the Jurassic World Dominion Raw Strikers, and now I'm going to try and butcher this name, Ichthyovenator. I'm hoping I have pronounced that right. This is out in Smiths, and these Raw Striker figures now in Smiths are a bit more cheaper. They used to be £20, but now I think they're like £14.99. Or $15.99. They're a bit more cheaper than there was, which is really good. The proto photos of this shows that it's a bit darker, but it's actually a little bit more lighter in person. It's more like a greenish colour, but I'll get into the colours when I get out of the packaging. But overall, the packaging is the same as all of the other packaging we've had up to now with the Dominion line. We're actually getting a new packaging coming out soon. I think it's called Trackers something, I can't remember what it's called. And yeah, it's a Raw Striker, so obviously it's going to have sounds. And then it's compatible with the Jurassic World Facts app, which I always showed the scan code. So you can pause away and scan away. And then these are the free available other figures out, and I'm going to get this one to do a review on, but we've only just recently got the first one in the first wave. Then we've got a new Pteranodon, which is the same as pretty much all of the other Pteranodons, but there's a little bit more articulation in the legs. So I am going to get that one, but I don't know if and when. And we've got another Triceratops. I really like the colours, but I've got loads of Triceratops, so I'm not going to get that one, but I'm definitely going to get these two, but more of this one than this one. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to get this awesome figure out of the packaging. Everyone, I've got this awesome figure out of the packaging, and my overall thoughts on it is it looks really awesome. It reminds me of another dinosaur we've had before. I can't think of the name, but this one is giving me crocodile kind of feel to it, and it's also giving me like Spinosaurus kind of feel, and I really love the colours. The colours on the proto photos was a bit more darker around the body, but the colours on the fin and on its tail are pretty much the right colours. On camera it's coming off a bit more brighter, but it's actually a little bit more duller of a like lime green, and then the body is in like can't describe what the colour is. It's like a mintish green, like a dull mint green, and on camera it's just coming off a little bit dark in the body and a little bit brighter in the tail and fin. But I will have some photos up on my Instagram, which is Liam_Magpie. I do a lot of Jurassic World content on there, from photography, upcoming toys that are coming out, and just a bit of everything on there really. And my overall thoughts on this figure is it looks really cool. The sculpt is really nicely done. Here is the face sculpt up close. As you can tell, it's got a very crocodile type face or alligator. Really nice scale detailing, and overall just looks really nice. Nicely painted orange eye on both sides. Then it's got the scattering of this like yellow colour going around the eye. The face doesn't have like loads of colour, but it's got the cream jaw, which Mattel's known for doing, but this one's a little bit more of a darker sand colour. And then the teeth are all different, very different sizes, and when you close the jaw like that, it just looks very crocodile-like, and the full vibe of the species looks very dinosaur-like, crocodile-like, sorry. And yeah, it just looks really nice. There's quite a lot of details in the face overall as well. As you can see, the teeth go in different sizes from smaller to bigger. When you close the jaw, you can see that the teeth overlap around the nostril area, and it's got some indivots around the jaw, nose area, and around the eye. And then within the body, we've got some nice textures of like lumps and bumps going from the neck, going to the side of the body, which scatter like stones across the body and down the tail. And then we've got some really nice scale detailing across the top of the head. And this is the head on like that. Looks really, really cool. Quite menacing looking. I'm really loving the coloured scheme. And then the sail on its back scatters into like this like dull mint green colour into the sail, which cuts off here. I don't know if it was meant to, but it looks kind of cool. But I think it would have been kind of cool if it was just one full sail. But still looks really, really nice. You can see some span details going throughout the sail. And then you've got some like crease marks, wrinkle marks there. And then the tail is really, really nicely done. It's got this like nice fade colouring going to the bottom of the tail. And then the tail's all in one colour. It would be nice if they added a little bit more colour into the tail. Maybe this mint colour or this greyish mint colour going throughout the tail as well. But it looks really, really nice. You can see all the details of span details and some just folds and creases in the actual sculpt. But it's just coming off a little bit bright on camera, which is kind of annoying me. But yeah, and what's nice with the claws on the hands is these ones are actually webbed. So you could imagine this one being in rivers, swimming, in lakes. And yeah, it's got some really nice folds in the neck, like crease marks in the neck. Some nice sculpting around the jawline. And it's got absolutely loads of detail, like the crease, like the texture of the skin is comes off very deep compared to other figures we've had. Some nice rib detailing there, and you can see the speakers underneath the belly. Just an overall real nice figure. It's got some nice details in the arms as well, as you can see there. The claws aren't painted, but like I said a million times, sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it doesn't. For this one, it doesn't really bother me because the colour of the body is quite darkish anyway. And I just love how the tail fins fins out and goes from small to large to small again. Just looks really, really nicely done. And then it just got this like little bit of ombre fade at the bottom of the tail. And the legs have got these nice muscle definitions as well, and just nice crease details overall. It's a very detailed figure overall, and there isn't much going on for colours because there's only literally this colour, and a cream colour. There's no shading underneath. Sometimes that would bother me if they don't add a lot of colour, but this time round it doesn't. But if this was in water, that would stick out like a sore thumb. It would be cool if they came out with another colour, with maybe these being a bit more like a lighter blue colour, and then the body maybe in like a grey. That would look really, really cool. Or like a swampish green would look really cool as well. But I actually really like the colour. Articulation wise, you can swivel the tail, but it looks a bit silly if you put it like that. But they've stopped doing the tail, moving it side to side, because I don't know why they've stopped doing that. I prefer to be able to move the tail side to side with either like an action feature or just to be able to manually do it as well. But yeah, you can swivel the tail all the way around. You can move the arms up and down like that. They can come out like that. Swivel joint as well. pretty much what we always get. You can't move the jaw however you want. You can't keep the jaw closed, which is a bit disappointing sometimes, but I think you can be able to maybe put something in its jaw there if you wanted to do photography and keep its jaw closed. But the mouth is really, really nicely done as well. As you can see there, it's not focusing. There you go. Really nicely done, nice flesh colours underneath the mouth. And then you can move the legs, start, well, in a nice running action. They've got this clicking noise, which is kind of annoying if you used to do play purposes with that. But still, it's not too bad. At least it moves smoothly and it doesn't do that thing where they used to do some figures where you couldn't actually move the legs. They just stayed in one place, and they actually moved more like that, which was really annoying. But these ones actually move quite nice, other than that clicking noise. And then the sounds are, you just basically press down like this, and it does a chomping action, and it makes a really cool sound. So it makes a sound as you press down, and as you lift up. Sounds really awesome. If you wanted to do photography with this one, because it's got a raw feature, I would recommend buying two, because they're a bit cheaper as well. That makes it a bit easy. When there was like £20, it was a bit hard. There was a bit expensive, but now they're a little bit more affordable. This figure overall, I would recommend buying two if you wanted to do photography in water, so you could be okay with damaging the speaker, because I've actually damaged one of my others, but I bought another as a backup, so I could have one with sounds and one for just photography. So this one I think I am going to have for photography and put it in some water, and then just buy another one and have that one just for its sounds and just to look cool on my shelf. So yeah, my overall thoughts on this Jurassic World figure is it's definitely worth adding to your Jurassic World collection. It's very menacing looking, and it just reminds me of an alligator or crocodile. And it's out in Smith's now. I don't know if there's any of the features. Oh, and there's the scan code there. I totally forgot. So there is the scan code, so you can pause away and scan away. That's how blended that one was, because I actually didn't know. I thought that was going to be another button, but it's not. So yeah. But yeah, my overall thoughts is articulation, 10 out of 10. Action feature, 10 out of 10. Sounds, 10 out of 10. It could have been a little bit louder, but different times you push it down, some of them are louder and some of them are quieter. And sculpt, 10 out of 10. And coloured scheme, 10 out of 10. But I'm definitely going to get another one, so I can put this one in water for photography or play purposes, and one just to look cool just on your shelf, and time to time I can give it a little push and listen to the sounds. But yeah, I am done with this review. I have actually got some more Jurassic World stuff coming up soon, so please like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that alarm bell on my hit the alarm bell and get your hands on this figure. I don't know if and when they're going to be out in other retail places. I've seen them on Amazon, but they keep changing it from being in stock, out of stock. It doesn't make no sense. But yeah, I am done with this review, and it's a really awesome figure. So I will see you all on the next one. Bye guys.